Hello, my darling Wastelanders. I am more to me for life, and riding shotgun is Tigress.
Hello.
Today we are back at the Caravan Hospital, and I am just going to do a small showcase on the use of texture, because I haven't done one of these in a while, but I think the use of texture in a build is extremely important, so I just wanted a chance to say a couple of things about it. Let us look, shall we?
That and she needed to get a video up today and she didn't feel like building.
No, I didn't. I am so dead right now. This holiday season, the last couple of days at work just seem like they are lasting forever. Alright, so this part of the wall, as you can see, most of the wall has been covered with the larger
junk fence.
Yeah, the larger junk fences. I did that on most of the wall, but over here, since this is like the main entrance, I wanted to do something a little bit different that showed off the build. So I chose instead to go with a textured side, and I used a whole bunch of tires, some weird little grates, and this is actually a junk fence all the way in the ground. You can see the very top of it, but it looks like the wire is kind of weaving in and out of it. There's a little bit of wiring over here from another junk fence, and there's actually one of these coming all the way down the tree. And yeah, see, it's just a mixture of tires and little fences and someone pointing a gun at me. I really like it when people point guns at me. It's just nice. I have this tendency of firing for no reason. Alright, and here I could have just stuck this thing down and thrown the turret on top of it, or I could have just thrown the turret right here on the ground and left it at that, but no. Got the scaffolding, put the bar on it, turned this backwards, mainly because it looked kind of, I don't know, like it wasn't supported enough, even though, I mean, it's scaffolding, so it's supported, but with these little support beams from the junk fence, it actually added to it. And then, of course, those really seemed like they were kind of needed. It was either this or I would have done like sandbags or something like that. Would have looked interesting too. And instead of just surrounding the whole area on this side, because this side has seen a whole lot more, with the junk fencing, I also went back and added in some of the wood walls, and you look back here, here's some of the metal walls.
That you shrunk down, obviously.
Well, some of them I shrunk down, some of them I sunk into the ground. I've got a piece of the barn walls here. I mean, all different types of pieces that are all stuck all over the place, adding a little bit more texture to the tops of them. And let us see. And of course, this tower right here that looked really, really horrible before actually kind of looks like a fortress now. We've got pieces of fencing, we've got pieces of walls, some of them sized a bit differently. I got a piece of a fence here. And let's see, there's even a guardrail up there if you look really close. And just all of it kind of meshed in together. And it actually makes it look, I don't know, it actually looks sturdy. The little building that was here before looked really, really bad. Like if a strong breeze came by, it was just going to fall over. And here, you know, the concrete is really nice. It's very clean-ish, but it's very, very sterile, very hard to make it look non-squarish. So right here I added a little bit more texture by including those little pieces, and I could have very well used a circular top and a square top both together, but it looks like they just found them and stuck them up there as like an extra bit of security. So I liked it better that way. And all these little openings, they have got the
Oh, can I bring up something? Turn around again. Turn over here.
What?
Over here. Those little paper things, you know when you downloaded the thing with the pipes and everything?
Yeah.
The Miss section, the miscellaneous section that we have in our build tab is now filled with those pipes. It took me almost half an hour to go through all of that just to find what I needed to build.
Sorry.
It's irritating.
The thing that she's talking about is the gables and stuff, and I do have that in my mods list, but it adds a whole bunch of this. It adds some netting, it actually adds some sails to it that are rolled up that look pretty interesting. Kind of looks like a big...
And a lot, and I mean a lot of piping.
Yes, a lot of different types of piping that I used in my last build. And over here I used his head and smashed it into the wall because he would not get the hell up out the way. Alright, we used the fencing here, and I even added that piece right there just because it just looked really too clean and really too put together for the Fallout Wasteland here. So
Yeah, I'm trying to do that with certain pieces that I'm doing now because I used a little bit of concrete in the build I'm making. Yeah, it's not working as well as it did for you.
And here's
you make it look flawless, like it was actually like they actually put it up there. Me, no.
And here I kind of did the same thing. Each one of these I wanted them to look slightly different. This is actually a piece of scaffolding with the top on it. And then we've got the gate coming through, so it adds the support on the inside. And this is the end of a metal piece of a wall. And that's my phone saying hi. Really, people? Come on. And that's a warehouse piece. So it's just all together, whenever you stand back and look at it, it's like, oh God. But when you get up really close to it, it's like, you know, yeah, I can imagine someone putting this together and throwing it out here. And here is another example.
Literally or figuratively throwing it out there?
You know, I really don't care which. I'm really too tired. If they want to literally throw it out there or figuratively throw it out there, either way is fine by me. And like this is not really actually a texture. I just thought this was a cute thing. I'm not sure if I saw it somewhere and that's what inspired me, or if I just had a fit of inspiration. I really, at this point, don't remember.
Or you accidentally shoved it in there. Like you're trying to put it somewhere else and you accidentally put it through there and it's just like, oh, that looks cool.
That has happened a few times before. Just stuff accidentally merges because the Place Everywhere mod will allow you to place things, and every now and then you'll pick it up and move it, and it's like, oh, well, okay, hey, that works, you know?
See, I tried to use those walls in mine. It doesn't look right. Maybe it's because I just use all flat walls. Instead, I don't have any windows or anything else in there.
Yeah, that could be a part of a problem. Also, instead of just setting them in there, set them a little cockeyed. You see how this one is in there kind of sideways? Kind of adds to it. And I know most people try to do the completely flat wall here. I don't really care for that. I want it to have layers.
Mine's kind of floating too.
I want mine to have layers, so it's still got the supports. It's fully supported. I mean, come on, guys. It's concrete. It's steel. It's supported. Oh, and this one, it looks like, I don't know, maybe someone got some blood on the wall, but that's actually the barn piece, and it's kind of submerged off in there. And these little supports underneath here, even though I'm pretty sure these steel things would add to it, that little bit going up the side to me added a whole lot of texture. I really liked it. Just kind of little bits thrown everywhere to make it look like it was actually thrown in together. Here's another barn piece. A lot of use of the wooden walls, the little pieces jammed in together, and try and make it feel a little bit more lived in. And this one right here, I decided to put in these warehouse shelves, but this area over here looked really, really naked. So I took one of these. Let me actually show you what I'm talking about in case you don't have this mod. This is actually one of those things you can lay on the ground. It's like this one right here. And I kind of set it up top and just added a support to it. And that actually adds texture to the room. And it looks functional. It looks like another shelf.
I was wondering if you stuck another roof up there or something.
And also I've gotten to where I texture the grounds a lot. Oh, if anybody's been to Oberlin Station and has figured out how to get rid of this whatever this thing is where the lantern was hanging that never disappears, and I see it on 5,000 people's games. If anybody's figured out how to get rid of that thing, that's a texture I don't like and I want to get rid of.
Everybody wants to get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't know why it's there.
Please do share so everybody else can get rid of that thing.
Let us know. In that comment section, hit us up. Let us know what's going on there.
Oh, speaking of the comment section, we had a comment on, I think, the last video. And the first comment we got, the person's profile picture was of Death the Kid. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I actually know that anime. Who are you?
Okay, you lost me. He was like, come on, Mom.
I tried to get her into anime. I did. But
beyond
Dragon Ball Z, she doesn't know anything.
I am old school anime. I was around when Dragon Ball Z was first coming up.
But there's also the new age stuff.
Well, it might be, but I kind of got past that. We are getting sidetracked. Stop it. She knows I'm tired. She's gonna let me just ramble off in some weird unknown direction. Okay, stop. All right, now all of the floors are obviously the concrete, but I've got these false floors that make it look like it's little sheets of steel and stuff. So I really liked it, and at certain points it was like I wanted it to stand up tall, and some points I wanted it to actually sink below the little lines on there just to add a different look. And let's see, let's go upstairs. Obviously, I do a whole lot of swapping these things out that really irritates Tigers because she wants them all to be the same.
Just for you, on my next build, they're actually mixed up. I hope you're happy.
Oh my goodness, I am shocked.
It irritates me. Every time I look at that area, it's just like, yeah.
Alright, and this top section has actually got the, I can't remember if I used the roof part or if this is the double layer. Okay, well I sunk the steel pieces down below the surface.
Those are the double floors because the roof has like the indents on it on the top of it.
Okay. Well, the double floor, I sunk these just a little bit past it, so now it looks like they've got slightly different textures on the top. And then I even added these to it. I'm very fond of using layers on the ground too, like over here. It's like you've got the regular floor, you've got the mat, and then you got these. It's kind of like, okay, well maybe there's a hole in my carpet, so let me just put this here, or maybe this is a place where dirt goes a lot.
I like how you take my idea, like I set the beds in there and put the shelves in there, and then you just expanded it, and now it looks marvelous. You took my simple little idea and just expanded it till it looked like freaking a highly intelligent person walked up in there.
Together we are one brain.
Not even then. Even together, we're half a brain each, and we're usually functioning as half a brain.
All right, right here, this is a thematic and practical stall, and
it actually explained on the other video.
I did explain it on the other video, but in this particular case, I actually found out that sinking one of these in, one of the regular old-fashioned bar things, actually makes a very interesting texture. And when you add these to the top, it adds a whole lot of color where there wasn't a whole lot of color before.
Also, the sheets on the top of the building.
Yes, those add too. That's a part of the thematic and practical. And I have got those things just about everywhere I could possibly think of in this build because I absolutely love the splashes of color that it adds.
And I got another idea for my build. Everything you say gives me more ideas. Something Aunt Sarah said too.
And also using these are called the false floors. It's definitely a great mod.
False floor patches.
False floor patches, that might be the whole thing. But adding these, it kind of looks like maybe there was a hole in it, maybe they repaired it. Who knows, maybe they just stuck it up there because it was too plain. I don't know. But adding the color to the tops of the tables definitely changes up the texture a lot. Hi, doggy.
They look so thin. The dog's on here.
Oh, they need to eat something, preferably not one of the settlers. And
preferably not one of the gnomes.
Yes. And this right back here, which I didn't get a chance to show very well, is actually an idea I got from Phoenix. Shout out to Denise. She is an awesome decorator.
I think Anna Wynn tried to do it as well.
Anna Wynn may have done it too. I
remember being on one of her live streams and she's trying to like shove them in there and then shove them into the window at Red Rocket.
Yeah, that too. I need to put a link to both their pages down in the description so that you can have a chance to go look. Both of them very good. Anna Wynn actually does live streams all the daggum time.
Like I think she's actually live right now.
She's probably live right now. Most likely. 9 times out of 10, she's live. And she is very welcoming. Very awesome. And Denise is an awesome decorator. Phoenix. She puts things in places I never even would have considered. Like, the first time I saw a light in one of these plants was from one of her videos. And she does all of that without mods. So, I mean, her amount of dedication and patience is outstanding.
We don't have that amount of patience.
She hand stacks everything on shelves, and I'm like, what are words? I don't even know how much patience it has to take.
She's a goddess when it comes to decorating.
She is, and the amount of patience she has. And Anna Wynn, she is the most welcoming person I have ever been on.
She's definitely energetic and
very
welcoming.
Energetic. Lady Di. Alright, I'm trying to think if there's any more examples. Now, actually, hold on. You want to show them the naked side of the settlement?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, y'all are fixing to see my shame. My shame is on the other side of the settlement. Look at that gappage. I have got so much crack. So much crack right here. The problem is all of this is outside the build area. So anytime I tried to put one in, I would have to set it down inside the build area, which is usually like right here, right next to the building. I would have to place it, and then I'd have to pick it up, run out here, stick it in, and then run back in before the time lit up. And most of the time it would catch me, and I would lose what I did. But I think I did pretty well for someone who was sprinting around trying to throw these walls up. I was intending to go back through and fix some of it, but I don't have the patience to run back and forth in and out of the build zone area to finish up the wall. And honestly, I'm hiding concrete walls, so it's not like they're going to get in there or anything. It's just weird. And one more rambling bit. If you are over here at Oberlin Station and you are building up like I was, you see my little area right there. I was building over there on the top, and then I realized there was a fire out in the woods. Just so you know, I'm not sure exactly whether or not this comes up in everybody's game exactly the same, but so this happened while I was building. I don't think my building actually caused it, unless it was just so awesome it caused the aliens to crash. But there that is.
Like, near the beginning of the game, you see them crash, but you don't know where. Now I know where.
Now we know where. I never have found that alien. I'll keep... On several different games, I have seen the crash landing, but I've never actually gone out and looked for the alien. But anyway, so it's over here by Oberlin Station. It kind of scared me because I pulled up my map and there was nothing near me, but there was a fire out in the woods. I'm like, what is that? So I hop over my wall, go and investigate, and there's a spacecraft. So there's that. Alright, so I think we've covered just about all the texture. I mean, whenever you look at it, you can kind of see it. There's, I mean, over there on top of that building, you can't even get up there. But I had to add that railing in just because it added some more texture to the side of that building. Right up there, there's no way to get up there. None. Those are absolutely not needed. But I had to.
They're there.
They're there. They are there. They had to be there.
In case some rebellious kid found its way up there.
I guess so. But that was pretty much it. Yes, we've revisited another build, but I did want a chance to point that out because these are things that I'm learning as I go. I'm learning to layer things, whether it be on the side of buildings, in the buildings that I put up, on the ground. I am learning layers are a good thing. Not just for wintertime, but in building as well. So that has been all that I wanted to say. If you have any questions, comments, inquiries, posers. I really need to stop watching Short Circuit.
You really just need to go to bed.
Probably that too. I need to hit the hay. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day.
Literally hit it. Run and jump.
I'm not running and jumping in my bed, even though that does sound like fun. I think I'm just too tired for it.
You don't even have to run and jump. You just have to walk over there.
Alright, y'all have a wonderful day. A wonderful evening. And a wonderful 5 o'clock somewhere. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
What'd you say now?
What?
What's up with your hat, woman?
I don't know. It's really tall, though. Okay.